Hey y'all. Yes, sir. hmm A lot coming out, y'all. A lot going on. We got to catch up, y'all. A lot going on in the United States that we're not paying attention to. We as the people must stop this because y'all the one got all the rights and constitution in the United States. Catching up with arrests made DEA involved in international and cities in the United States. Right here. Where a lot of things is happening in front of our face. And we as the people can do something about it. But since we can't do nothing, since we don't want to do anything about it, we got people to stand by people who are concerned about what's going on in the United States, y'all. Open your eyes. So what we're going to look at today is what the DEA announced in arrest in the international in the United Cities in the United States. What involves T, y'all know what T stands for, and I put it in the description box when I get home today. Money laundering, the same thing P did a locked up for. Let's put it like that. The same thing, reason why P did a locked up. Okay, it's what I'm talking about. So, kid music. Start the music. Y'all like and share this video. Cause real talk over here. I ain't feeling sorry for nobody. So let's get into this content, okay? It's not gonna be long, it's gonna be a quick one because I gotta get out of here. Your comment is very important, y'all, about the content. It's not a debate, it's what's going on in our face.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Lowry, and I am the acting United States Attorney for the Southern District of Texas. We are here today to announce the unsealing of 4 indictments that charge 43 people in the United States and Mexico with violating federal drug trafficking laws. 30 people are now in custody following a major operation in the Houston area that also spanned several jurisdictions and states to include Florida, Louisiana, and Alabama, and other parts of Texas. The arrests are the result of a 20-month OSIDA operation, Operation Knock. Through multiple indictments returned in October and November of 24, we allege that individuals engaged in trade-based money laundering network operating throughout major cities in the United States and in international markets as well. Criminal organizations, including the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, used the network to launder funds through the purchase and sale of cellular telephones. This was a financial investigation, undercover operation, in where the investigators established and maintained cellular phone storefronts in and around Houston. At these storefronts, the undercover officers received millions of dollars in cash, which were being used to pay for cellular phones that were then shipped to Mexico. The cash had been earned from the sale of drugs in the Houston area. In total, over the 9-month period the operation was active, investigators received more than 6.8 million
Wow.
in cash drug proceeds. This investigation revealed that the transactions were conducted as part of a complex international trade-based money laundering network operating in all major cities throughout the United States and throughout the world. The network was being used by the CJNG and others to launder their illicit proceeds through the purchase and sale of cellular phones. In effect, these Mexico-based cell phone vendors received loans of the U.S. money using drug proceeds,
Wow.
in which they then repaid in pesos after selling the cellular phones to legitimate customers.
Mm-mm.
As we stated previously in previous press conferences, the CJNG is one of the most violent and dangerous drug cartels operating from Mexico. One of the defendants is a top CNG commander, Francisco Jaramillo Valadinas, aka Chico Jaramillo, also charged for 6 other Mexican residents who took advantage of the trade-based money laundering network to buy cellular phones with drug proceeds in the United States. A 7th Mexican resident has not been identified and was charged as Vanu Lanu, stores in the Houston area and were active participants in the trade-based money laundering network. They are alleged to have knowingly received criminal proceeds as payments from Houston area money couriers on behalf of the Mexican-based customers, concealing the process, in the process, the nature, source, and destination of the drug money earned in the greater Houston area. In total, law enforcement seized from Operation Not Targets approximately 754 kilograms of cocaine, 111 kilograms of methamphetamine, 6 kilograms of heroin, 4 kilograms of fentanyl, 588 kilograms of alcipan, and over 3.2 million in cash proceeds of drugs, cash drug proceeds. But none of this could be accomplished without our partners standing with me here today. It was a true team effort for this arrest and for this type of investigation. Thank you.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Daniel Como, Special Agent in charge of the Houston Field Division Drug Enforcement Administration. For the past year, our agents have worked alongside with federal prosecutors, the IRS, law enforcement partners, in this undercover operation to crack the code. We needed to crack the code for this sophisticated drug trafficking organization, the CJNG, also known as the Jalisco Drug Cartel. The cartel, they would bring their drugs in from Mexico, sell their drugs here in the United States, and turn that into money, to cell phones, back to Mexico for money in Mexico for the drug cartels. It was very sophisticated how they were doing it, but we cracked the code. Not only did we crack the code, we went undercover and we got down and dirty with them and created cell phones that they did not know it was us, law enforcement.
Good.
We took their money, we helped them, and now they're going to jail and they will pay for it. It is very important to note that this operation sends a clear message to anyone thinking about doing bad when you own a legitimate business. If you own a legitimate business, don't get in bed with drug cartels. If you get in bed with drug cartels, understand that when you go to sleep, it could be us knocking at your door at 6 in the morning. This type of illicit activity funds the drug cartels. Money keeps drug cartels going. We are here to take their money and to arrest them. Thank you.
And I ain't got nothing wrong with it.
Good morning. I'm Lucy Tan, Acting Special Agent in charge for the IRS Criminal Investigation Houston Field Office. This indictment and the arrest this week are part of a broad effort that includes IRS Criminal Investigation's commitment in helping take down drug cartels and organized crime. Our resources and specialties in accounting and financial crime allow us to identify and penetrate the drug cartels where it hurts them the most by stopping their flow of cash. Money is what drives the drug trade. Cartel use trade-based money laundering to move drug money to countries outside of the United States. They leverage legitimate businesses in the United States and goods with drug proceeds, then selling them in another country, which moves the money and converts the purchases into local currency. In this case, the Jalisco Generation Cartel used cell phones as commodity, buying and selling cell phones at prices agreed upon by Mexican money launderers who work closely with the cartel. The cell phones purchased in the United States are shipped to Mexico, where they're sold, and now the goods, the proceeds are now in pesos, are given to the cartel. This moved the drug money and converted it into Mexican pesos. IRSC Criminal Investigation is the law enforcement arm of IRS. We have special agents that specialize in working narcotic cases, hand in hand with our partners at DA and local law enforcement. We're part of the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force initiatives like High Intensity Drug Trafficking Area. We do investigate tax crimes, which, by the way, tax season starts Monday. Our expertise in accounting and finance allow us to investigate crime at their core, particularly those driven by money and greed. Greed drives the criminal behavior we see in the drug cartels, and when you need experts in uncovering greed and tracking money, we are the experts. Thank you.
Are there any questions?
And we appreciate that. We appreciate this. Yes, sir. We really do. Stop this crime. Stop what's going on. It's no way that we can have Americans from the United States going over to Mexico and not coming home to their loved ones. I never will forget about Shaquetta Robinson. Never forget about her. I'm glad. Hey, do y'all think is talking? This is one of the leader of the cartels is arrested, and you be wondering how they catch him. Don't matter how they catch him. They've been watching them for the longest. They got him. There you go. There you go.
Fakes his death and ends up living in the Southland. He was hiding in plain sight before federal marshals moved in to make a stunning arrest in a Riverside neighborhood. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo live in Riverside tonight with the stunning new details. Tim. And Mark, everyone truly shocked by this. This was a pretty elaborate plan, too. He faked his own death in Mexico, left the cartel, fooled those Mexican authorities, only to sneak into the U.S. to live like a life of luxury, of all places here.
He faked his own death, y'all. It's so much going on in the United States. So much. He faked his own death. This ain't new. They not playing with y'all. Y'all don't have y'all breaks. Take down.
It had worked out until the DEA and his plans all caught up. He had a fake name and a luxurious new life in Riverside. Federal agents say Cristian Gutierrez-Ochoa, a high-ranking Mexican cartel member, had faked his own death and was living comfortably and under the radar in a fancy Riverside home, even just with drug money. A shocking revelation for everyone in town.
It's crazy because it's like you probably walked by this guy, right?
It's scary, we never even knew that there was a drug cartel member, among us and stuff. That's real scary,
The DEA tracked it down this week, a major bust of a key member of one of the most violent cartels, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. Retired FBI agent Bobby Chacon, who battled organized crime in his career, says Gutierrez-Ochoa choosing to live in the U.S. was a bold choice.
I think the guy arrested probably was operating with some level of comfort, thinking that his fake death in Mexico, which the Mexican authorities apparently bought, had worked for him here.
The feds say the 37-year-old wasn't just casually trafficking meth and cocaine into the U.S., he was married to the game, quite literally. He's the son-in-law of the man known as El Mencho, the head of CJNG, who apparently helped Gutierrez-Ochoa fake his own death and sneak into the U.S. so he could be with El Mencho's youngest daughter. Chacon says even if Gutierrez-Ochoa intended to lay low in Riverside, just living here brings the potential of violence.
Having somebody like this in your community is always going to be a danger.
And that's why Trump need to sweep like he doing. Sweep them out of here. Sweep them out.
Not just from him, but from other cartels. Remember, these cartels are violent against each other. So if another cartel found out he was here and they had members here, they could, you could have a cartel shootout.
Those deadly consequences played out a year ago this week in the Willowbrook area when a member of the Sinaloa cartel and another man were shot dead. Gutierrez-Ochoa is accused of trafficking 44 tons of meth and nearly 2.5 tons of cocaine into the U.S., but how much impact a single arrest has remains to be seen.
I think arresting a guy like this makes a dent, but I remember it's a very big car and a very small dent.
What y'all got to say about that? If we don't get them people out of here quickest and soon as possible, what you think's gonna happen in the United States? It's gonna continue. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let's keep it real. What's going on? Okay, I'm out.